we can use our understanding of arc length to find the distance between two cities on the surface of the Earth. Now, we're going to use the latitudes, that is the degrees above or below the equator those two cities are, and the radius of the Earth to approximate this distance. One thing we'll have to make sure is true, though, is that the two cities we're taking a look at will have to be directly north and south of each other. If they're not north and south, this won't work. And we're going to use a radius of the Earth. We're going to assume it's approximately 3,960 degrees. So that's kind of going to be our understanding for these latitude problems. So let's take a look at our example. All right, so the two cities that we're going to take a look at are going to be Glasgow, Montana, wherever that is, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're told that they're directly north and south of each other, and we're given the latitudes of the two cities right here. So I've gone ahead and kind of redrawn this part of the picture out here. I've got the radius already figured out. That's going to be the radius of the Earth, which we said will be approximately 3,960 degrees. And what I'll need to do is find the angle then between the two cities. Well, because I've been given their two latitudes, it should simply be a matter of subtracting those two latitudes to find out how far apart those cities are in terms of degrees. When I subtract those, I get an angle, a central angle of 13.07 degrees. Now remember, for our formula to work, remember arc length was equal to the radius, which we have, times theta, the angle. But that angle must be measured in radians. So even though we know the angle is 13.07 degrees, I need to convert that into radians. So the way we've done that is let's divide that by 180 and then multiply by pi. And normally we stick with fractions. This whole thing is going to be a decimal approximation. So I'm going to multiply by pi, multiply the 3.14 into that, and I get a radian measurement of approximately 0.23 radians for this, okay? Now I have all the information I need to answer this question and figure out how far apart those two cities are. The distance between them would just be the arc length on the surface of the Earth, at least approximately. The radius we said was 3,960 for the radius of the Earth, times our radian measurement for the angle between the two cities. And once I do this multiplication, I get a distance of approximately 910.8 miles.